EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, possessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, Trubisky dancing to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kindici able to run him down for a loss of a yard. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying. Put him on the ground.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
11.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Johnson trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one.
Really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And in.
Unable to find anyone open.
And now out is the Cardinal field
Can you hear me,
goal
Marcus?
team here. It'll be a
Yeah, I can.
47-yard
Okay, I got like a net
attempt
type
from the
error.
catch.
No, you're good. Are you streaming at all or no?
Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm not having the best game right now.
Right down Broadway.
I like ran home. My fucking Wi-Fi cut out as soon as I got home.
Play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive.
I have made more trades today. I don't. Well, one was more or less just to help Dotson out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's having a problem re-signing
Take it in the end zone. And no run back here.
Jalen Ramsey.
A touchback, and it comes
So I literally took one of his biggest contracts of $12 million, which is Marcel Darius,
Mm-hmm.
They've had it twice.
and we just swapped D tackles. Both of them are scheme fits for us, but he's getting his for damn near free, and I took a $12 million cap hit.
Right.
And then Colin traded me. I gave him Connor Williams. He gave me a Fetty, who was a right guard that I moved to center, and Jalen Murick and Gafford. So I literally have 2 more people on my team that have like 94, 95 speed.
I'm starting to think that trading for Julio Jones was a mistake. He's not doing much for me so far, and I feel like I'm trying to force the ball to him.
Well, if your stream is up, then I can watch it.
It is up. It's been up.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm on air right now.
I'm in party, unless you put it in the... Did you put it in Discord?
I put it in Discord. I also put it in the Facebook Messenger as well. I don't know why it's not populating. That's weird, but...
Okay, now I see it. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess.
So right now it's 10-0 with 8 minutes in this. Okay, just so I can actually get a feel for what's actually happening here.
Well, I punted on both drives. I've had the ball twice. I moved the ball down to about the 40 the first time, and then had to punt it. And then he got a nice long bomb to Tyreek.
Okay, so for one, remember, he thinks like he is on offense. So whenever he's on defense, he prevents big play. How do you counter someone who's prepared for the big play?
Dink and dunk.
Yep. You dink and dunk, and what happens? He will get impatient. So whenever he gets back on offense, he'll get back on offense, and the first thing he'll do is he'll try to shove it way downfield.
I just don't understand how my settings came up the way that they did. Like that bothers me a little bit.
That pass.
Yeah, well, it's like, here's the problem. He's got a solid defensive line, and he's running press coverage. Go, do it.
Again, it's Trubisky being chased out left. There he goes inside the 30, and they'll have it in the red zone. Crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there.
Man.
The scramble, it gets him a first down.
Thank God for bad angles.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, he's doubling Julio on every play.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like I said, he's also a very impulse guy, so he sees a name and he'll be like, oh God, gotta stop it. So he'll double him. Just like everybody else will do if they played Tyreek Hill. He thinks like he's on offense whenever he's playing defense.
Yeah, the only problem is I'm making bad reads here.
No, you're down 10-0 and you're getting ahead of yourself. You have more than enough time to get right back into the game. You can get 2 scores in a quarter, let alone in 3 quarters. So be patient, read where your defensive players are, breathe.
Well, I'm actually having trouble breathing because I ran all the way home. Because when I get home this late, I have to park like a mile away in Narnia. So I'm actually out of breath. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on.
By the way, the Cowboys user, what does the Cowboys user like to do a lot of?
He doesn't really have any tendencies. He's actually tough to play against. If you don't count my drunk game against him yet, Radio's demolishing me right now. My offensive line is just not holding up.
Even he was like, what the hell is that? And Justin just did that to me last night.
Extra point splits the uprights.
So I'm guessing it was an AI play. I like. All right.
Strictly was AI play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six.
Remember, I got down 17-0 against the computer before and came back and win. So
Yeah, the problem is radio knows me very well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get
sad part is I can down as much Gatorade and water as I can. It's not doing me any justice right now.
But they can't afford to just bunker in
Oh,
now.
I've been sick as hell for the last several days. Ugh.
Yeah.
Attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for
I had
first
moved
and 10.
Julio to the outside to see if he would double him on the outside too.
On first down,
And?
Trubisky rolling to his right.
And I'm just gonna keep possession catching.
And he's going to get this one down to the
Okay.
edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
Honestly, though, like, in reality, like, Julio Jones and Allen Robinson are basically the same player. So,
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
You missed your running back on that last play.
yeah, I know. I didn't go through all of my reads.
Typically, you can look at his defense and you can instantly tell who's going to be open.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky.
No. Oh, thank God. Trubisky didn't come out of his animation to stop running, so it was off the back foot, but it worked.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the
Why do I feel like
49ers
this
get a
is...
score
Oh, Jesus.
closer.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so, like, I tried to get him to come out of the
What
animation because
the-
I saw
oh my
Pettis,
God.
but I'm not going to argue it, you know what I mean?
17-7.
You know, Dave, I know we had that discussion last night about you throwing those fuck it plays.
That wasn't a fuck it play. So I saw the route, and I pressed the button as he came past the linebacker. So the goal was to get the ball to him and have him run it in. But Trubisky didn't come out of that, the running animation. So when...
Now, you
So-
got lucky in that one, but any other time I'd have been like, why did you not throw that away?
Oh, no, 100%.
I like the fact that I went from a D tackle who had like 84 strength to someone who had 94 strength.
Touchback.
That makes me incredibly happy.
Wait, what's that?
When I went from the guy who I got from you, that I kind of gave to you, got back from you, I gave to Dodson.
What,
and
the
I got
defensive
Darius.
tackle?
Yeah. I went from someone who had 84 strength to someone who had 94 strength.
Got you.
That makes me happy. I was like, oh, maybe I can actually get some running pressure for once.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot
So
doing there. So
Cowboys
he'll
usually
get the
defensively, what does he do?
28-yard line.
I noticed a lot of
Second down.
show blitz,
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz
but
even on
it
run
usually
downs.
seems to
It
be like a
confuses
cover
the blocking
3.
assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive
I
linemen
have all.
Okay.
I mean, I have all 3 of the games streamed. The one of them I was completely smashed out of my mind. So that you're not going to
Yeah,
see
you
much
just-
offensively against that defense. But last night, I mean, it was a closer game than the score indicated because it came down to the last few minutes.
Right.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All that means was cover 3. I'm going to be highly annoyed.
Yeah.
But that kind of also at the same time flows right into what I typically do. So.
Radio.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco.
You guys see through an interception?
No. That's twice my guy. Positions, I press triangle. He's just too far off. Doesn't jump.
2 minutes remain here in the first.
That's frustrating.
If I were you, I would just use it for safety if I have to. You might just have to do it.
And he's about to score again. Yep.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT.
Well, he does have one of the fastest wide receiving cores in the entire NFL, so.
Yeah, that's the problem, and I got rid of all my super fast corners. Remember, I had my whole defense set to counter radios, and then I started trying to counter everyone else.
You gotta win your division first.
Yeah, I know.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
I also have
Who knows? Let's see what they decide to
a
do.
lot of rookies starting defensively. 2 rookie linebackers.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33.
Yeah, 2 rookie linebackers, and a rookie CB. He's not giving me the look I want.
Take what you can get.
They go with Chubb on second.
Don't force it. Sydney was on today a little bit.
Was he?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to talk to him because it was real brief that he was on, but hope he's feeling better.
Yeah, I think Colin told me that Fimmy's having internet issues.
I heard he was having health issues.
Well, yes, he is definitely having health issues. I handed him the ball again. I give up. I don't even want to play anymore. I want to go to bed.
What did you do? Oh no.
So I went for playmaker and the guy just didn't go. So I went as he went and it just goes right into the cornerback's hand. And
First down carry here for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack. Most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals
there's no coming back from this.
That hole's more gaping than Colin on a Friday night.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Radio has never blown me out in the entire time that I've known him.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
That's caught at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Radio's not the only one that can throw a deep ball.
That's the spirit, Dave.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10.
That's why I drafted that guy specifically for that. That's right. Go back to cover 2.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Is he trying to hit Sticky?
Off the play fake.
Maybe.
Trubisky.
I think he is.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Niners on third down.
Smart move.
Not good.
Just never got the open guy that I wanted.
No, I see that. He's running cover 4 quarters. Inside the 15.
And he's going to be driven down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Okay.
So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
I'm so glad I have off tomorrow.
Out of the gun.
I'm not.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to
I
the
work at 9:30 in the morning.
I want to freaking die. What time do you work till? 5?
5:30, and then I have gym from 7:30 to 8:30.
And it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
Cover 3 show too.
He's brought down after
No, you want to cover 2.
nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I think our face Raiders team this year too.
On the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That was an interesting spin outside twice.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on.
Carry here for the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. First is Garoppolo. Sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram.
That's what I needed.
In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You got Melvin Ingram off the Vikings, right? Not Melvin, sorry. Was it Melvin?
Johnson.
Yeah, Melvin, he was free agency.
He's able to work
That's right.
down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra
Good defense,
space
boy.
just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out.
Like I said, at this point, I just want it to be over.
But they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players now, I
There's not enough time to come back. My defense can't stop him no matter what. So I think he hasn't punted once. He's scored on every drive he's had the ball.
Just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting
the
more
look.
8 to 10.
Oh, nope, it's definitely not the look.
Whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Buccaneers said to the Rams he just got off.
What's that?
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to
Well, I guess I gotta stop watching your stream for a second here and
Why? What happened?
look at Discord to see who gets if it's a fair sim or what.
The Rams said they were going to be simming because they didn't feel like playing the AP.
No. Buccaneers apparently are on.
It said just got off. I don't understand what that means though.
He just got offline, I think.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't know if that means he just got off work or whatever. I mean, at this point, it's too late for that game to get started anyway.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Wow. Thanks, Trubisky.
Oh boy.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of
he was wide the fuck open. I pressed the button. It didn't happen.
To a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
That's not the play that I called.
Apparently they're saying
Interesting.
no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go down here.
Look bad, but I don't really want to answer these retards anymore.
No.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the
Fucking hate this game.
In this case,
I give up.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because They ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I still almost want to make the rule, but I have to. We got to discuss this AP bullshit. These people can't just keep skipping AP games.
I give up. I give up. I'm done. There's no point. I can't believe I'm gonna get blown out by radio.
Oh, I came back just in time to see that.
I'm done. I don't even want to play anymore. I just want to go to bed. Thank God I have a bye week tomorrow, so I don't have to fucking look at this stupid PlayStation.
Jesus, Dave.
And then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution. Point after, right down the middle.
Well, Elios played the Falcons and won 48-10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patriots guys, I mean our Cowboys guys still isn't on. Hasn't played the AP of the Patriots.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 23 yards on the play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
What chips are you eating, Dave?
Fucking Doritos.
Oh my god, that sounds so good. The fact that I'm actually hungry, that kind of pisses me off at 11 o'clock.
Well, this is the first thing I've really eaten all day.
That can either be really good or really gross, depending on how you feel for the day.
I'm just fucking hungry.
And sometimes I can eat chips right off the bat to start my day, or
What the?
I could. Oh, jeez.
Why the fuck does this garbage team not even block it? Just let it happen. Fucking trash.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the
There goes my star dev linebacker, or star dev guard, or center, or whatever.
Pierce Barker?
Yep.
He's a star?
Yep. Got him in the second.
This is definitely not your game, is it?
Nope. Here we go again.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
It looked like it said only a strain, so he should be fine. Hey man, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to help you out here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit.
Interesting jump for a ball that you placed perfectly.
I didn't even jump.
That's another example right there. of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
David Johnson on his way. A big run there by Johnson. 65 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Here we go, here we go. Wait,
Just call the play.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone.
Tell me how in Gauge 8, not a single person even gets into the backfield.
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An ideal beginning of the drive there.
Jesus, dude, you trying to hurt your guys?
I gave up a while ago.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Here we go. What do you need? Check 31.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. a 20th carry for Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
If you're going to go to the line and just waste time, you might as well just chew the clock. Seems unnecessary.
They'll run it with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up.
Does he know how to?
Yes, he knows how to chew the clock.
They needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just going to drag it out as long as possible, huh?
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
21.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought
The fuck you mean first down?
Right out of the 2-minute break.
I'm done. Just chew the clock. Just chew the fucking clock so I can go to bed. I thought I was going to get the ball back. I give up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite.
It's really not the time to fucking pause.
Linebacker, what that
Really
means
no need
is
to edit the lineup at this
read,
point.
React, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, dude.
Here's Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And the 49ers
Now I want the ball back. I want to score one more time. Come on.
They'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. This is Williams, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken
Fucking
down.
joke.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure
Yep,
comes,
of
and
course.
Trubisky goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.